Cheers. Late morning coffee. Hi. My name is Dan Berkey, and I'm a narcissist who gives a fuck. I didn't really have anything planned to say, but principally right now, what I'm thinking about is the carnage I left behind in my life. Never killed anybody. Never abused a woman physically. Emotionally, yes. A lot of yelling, a lot of intimidating. Men too. I think it's very important for a person when they're on their journey to recovery, be it any addiction, alcohol, drugs, prescription drugs, gambling, food, eating, whatever. If they look at themselves closely, they'll see the damage that they did to friends, loved ones, complete strangers, along their path of feeding their addiction. I know I caused a lot of pain, and I'm not beating myself up over it. True, I feel bad about that. And now I'm on the journey to make amends. It's not easy, but I think it's very necessary. If it's heartfelt, if you direct it toward the person, I think it's probably best to do it like remotely in an email. Probably not a text, because that might make them feel uncomfortable if you have their phone number. Or a letter, if you have their address. You be the judge of who you want to meet personally, because that might backfire. I don't think I have to explain why. There are a lot of people that don't want to see me. A lot of people who cut me off and said, I don't want to see you. Our relationship is over now and forever. And I heard them. At the time when that kind of thing was happening and I really didn't care, put it out of mind. I said, well, just go on and find somebody else to use, which is what I did. I used a lot of people, mostly as rental vessels, you might call them that. Get involved with a woman and just use them to stay at their apartment and pay next to nothing in rent, and use them as cook, cleaner, blah, 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 until they just get sick of it. They said, get the hell out of here, man. Get the hell out of here. I don't want you. And then fighting them, intimidating them, making them feel bad, putting them on a guilt trip. Maybe many of you can relate to that kind of behavior. Well, I've been making a list of people that I hurt. It's a long list. And I intend to do what I need to do to say, I'm sorry. That's all I can do, and mean it sincerely, not perfunctorily, not patronizingly, not like, well, I guess I have to do it, so begrudgingly I'm going to do it. No. If that's how you feel about it, then hold off. Don't do it begrudgingly. When you're ready to say you're sorry to someone, mean it from here. That's the only qualification I would give to that kind of pursuit. Make sure that you mean it, because it's important. This is not easy. This path I've chosen, which deviates from the main course that I've been on for most of my life, is not easy. I feel like I'm excavating the landscape to make a road. I feel like one of those people, or groups of people in the Old West in the early 1800s, or people moving from the East Coast to the West Coast, and the challenges they faced, not only from the indigenous tribes who are going, why the hell are you here? To the actual land that they have to encounter. I won't get into that, but that the analogy is kind of weak, but in a way it applies, because making that road, creating that path, isn't easy. And I'm not saying it's easy. And I would never tell anyone that if you want to recover from being a narcissist, from narcissistic personality disorder, it's going to be hard. You're going to face a lot. The hardwire, the knee-jerk reaction to some reaction is to go off on them. That has to stop. So you have to intervene. Intervening for me is a lot of work, but it's working and it's worth it, even though it puts me into a state of weird anxiety. I can't really explain it that way. Like, this isn't the way you should do it. This isn't the way you should go at them. Well, no, I'm not going to go at them like that. I'm going to force myself to be gentle and then watch very carefully how that's rewarded. And I think that's about the best motivation for me to continue, because people respond to gentle rebuke or gentle, I call it confrontation, gentle debate, whatever you want to call it. It's gentle. Confrontation, aggression, as a pejorative quality to it that I want to get away from. Even if you're telling somebody that they did something wrong, say in your home, they used something of yours, they didn't clean it properly, there's a nice way of going about it, but the knee-jerk reaction in me is to intimidate, to attack. I'm getting in the way of that knee-jerk reaction. And it's kind of taking its toll, but it's worth it. It is worth it. Because everybody you see around you has issues, to a person. Everyone. They're trying to deal with their life. And right now, for the last 2 years, it's been a pretty damn hard life. I don't care who you look at, who you talk to. It's been hard. So take that into consideration the next time, before you launch out, you act out against somebody. They're fighting other stuff, and you're just adding to it. I'm not rebuking anybody here. If there is anybody out there that can relate to what I'm talking about, know that I'm not rebuking you. I'm simply saying this is a difficult journey, and I'm with you. Even if you don't respond to this, I'm with you. And we, as who had NPD unchecked, can repair some of the damage, can make new choices. As difficult as they are, we can make new choices. Anyway, my coffee's getting cold. So that's really all I have to say for today. I hope you have a great one. Bye-bye.